The New Forest in Hampshire scorched under the glare of a summer sun like no other. A wildfire that began on the weekend is contained after raging across a now scarred landscape and its ancient woodlands. This is a season of records in the UK. The most days over 30 degrees. In England and Wales, the driest July, and more wildfires than ever before, 950 so far this year. This afternoon, the Prime Minister convened the second Cobra of the year over extreme heat, while the Met Office issued a rare amber warning for tomorrow, with central and eastern England gearing up for mid to high 30s, and some areas potentially reaching 38 degrees.
There have been a significant number of excess deaths from heat this summer already, and we need to make sure that advice gets out to stay hydrated, to help people to be hydrated, so that figure doesn't rise any further. We would say to retailers, do not put disposable barbecues on sale at this moment in time. They have been the cause of significant fires, and there's one thing that can be done that everybody should be doing. People shouldn't be using them out in the open where there's a significant risk of fire.
This fifth heat wave is descending just as the whole of Wales and 71% of England are in drought, with reservoirs already dwindling. Many of the country's canals have come to a standstill as authorities close locks to preserve water. Here in London, rules that require barges to move each fortnight have been relaxed.
Using the locks uses a hell of a lot of water, so it does really make sense for us. It probably should have happened a while ago. I haven't seen anything quite as dramatic as this before. It's to get us to stop moving, to actively ask us all to stay put, is a big move.
If there is no rain, some parts of the canal, they cannot refill itself. It's just impossible. Here you can see it's still okay, but the other parts of the canal, like really low. This summer is even hotter, so it's even more problems.
It's not just the UK, the whole of Western Europe has had the hottest June and July on record, with huge wildfires breaking out in France and here in Spain. Climate change driven by the burning of fossil fuels means Europe is warming twice as fast as other continents. Temperatures are rising more quickly than we're able to adapt to, with farmers harvesting early, food production reduced and energy costs driven up by increased demand. This a new normal that's anything but.
Well, joining me now is the chair of the National Heat Risk Commission, Emma Howard-Boyd. Emma, it's good to have you on the programme. I'm sorry that you're missing the eclipse by doing this interview with us. But also, of course, what's going on in terms of heat is vitally important. And we've got another heat wave tomorrow, the fourth this season. Is this the new normal now that we have to get used to?
It's anything but normal. And I think what we all need to recognise is that with our changing climate, we're going to continue to see these extremes and them to get worse and flip-flop from heat to drought to flooding. So it's far from normal.
And just to be clear, scientifically proven, this is happening to our planet because of what we are doing, because of how we live our lives, because we're burning too many fossil fuels.
Absolutely. If you look at the heat waves of the past, they are very different from the heat waves that we are experiencing right now. And scientists are working at pace to do that assurance that the heat waves are attributed to climate change. So just as important to think about how we reduce our emissions as to how we respond to these events.
So this is about resilience, about us living our lives in a slightly different way, but that just treats the symptoms. It doesn't actually treat the cause. We mustn't lose sight of that either.
We mustn't lose sight of that, but the current couple of days, really vital that we understand how the country, how different departments are going to make sure that we have the right resources in the right place. As the heat waves have happened this summer, we've seen health impacts, we've seen the impact on productivity, we've seen the drought impacts, and we've seen wildfires around the country. Really vital that over the next couple of days, people understand what to do and that that we've got extra resources where possible going to support fire services, ambulance, hospitals, those dealing with the critical aspects of this, then moving to the long term, what do we do to invest to make sure that we're better prepared for the next heat wave?
Indeed. Emma Howard-Boyd, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.